The second favourite is the one I don't like. Wait for me. I'm not sold on this Racecourse. I think Bakubu rides now out of memory. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Coastal Boys once again, previewing the meeting for Fairview on Friday. Back on the poly. What's changed? Welcome, Kyle Strydom. Hat
Thank you
trick
very much.
last week. Hat trick this week at Fairview. And then winner today. Just keep them winning, mate. Keep winning.
Yeah, we've got to. We keep the
You're getting
momentum.
rides. You're getting
the main
rides.
thing.
That is the key.
That is true.
Tatama ticket, tatama chance.
You say it.
Right. Let's begin in the first, as we always do. We're racing. Welcome to Nelson Mandela for maiden plate for 3-year-old fillies over 1,200 meters. The betting is 2-1 Silvera, 5-2 Among the Willows, 3-1 the first time, and number 4 Distrager, 3-1 Makeover Magic, 20-1 and better. Number 1 from the Snake Yard, Lucy's World, does not go. Kyle, you've picked up a ride on a 25-1 shot for Alecria Silver Vision. What do you think of the race?
Yeah, nice little for youngsters to start off. Rode Silver Arrow last time. I thought she had a fair debut. The form line of that race actually worked out very well. 2 runners, 2 winners from that. So you got to respect that form line. Then Among the Willows, also nice debut effort, I thought. Unfortunately, it did bleed on that occasion. It's never ideal. Burst him up, so it'll be interesting to see how she goes. But to me, Silver Arrow is probably the strongest of the rest. Makeover Magic, also 2 lengths behind Caroloom, which has come out and run very well in competitive field. That must make her a runner. Bit of an awkward draw for Makeover Magic, but I think she should give a good account of herself in this race. And then I'm riding Silver Vision from Mr. Griff. You ride from Mr. Griff, you always have a chance. So hopefully I think she does have to find a bit on her debut effort, but hopefully she'll make the necessary improvement.
Yeah. Didn't look a deep race. I mean, there has been no real money for the first timer from the Smith Yard. Craig Zaki on board, drawn 4. I'm going to give the one who's bled before a skip. I'm going to give Among the Willows. She bled on debut, and even though she did run on well that day, I'm going to give her a skip. She's coming off an 84-day rest. I think it's a straight shootout between number 7 Makeover Magic from the Smith Yard and number 8 Silver Arrow from the Cliffy Miller Yard with Marco Rensburg on board. And my first choice would be number 7 Makeover Magic to beat Silver Arrow. That's how I see the race. I don't think it's a deep race. I don't believe we're going to get a result through on this race. And hopefully you can pick up the pieces and run a place at worst.
Yeah.
We move on to race number 2, which is You Can Bet on Us Maiden Plate for 3-year-olds. We step up and trip to 1,400 meters. There's a couple of first timers. The betting is the non-runners is number 3 Cosmic Dan from the Snake Yard, 9-10 a weekend in Aspen. You're on the second favourite, number 7 Seattle Glow for the Cliff Yard. There's been a touch of support for number 5 Red Chai for the Sharon Cotton Yard, chased by Sheen on board, from 10-1 to 6-1, 16-1 and better the rest. Away you go.
Not a deep race. The first timers in here. It'll be interesting to see how they go. Like the betting suggests, I'll make it between Seattle Glow and Weekend Aspen. Seattle Glow, I thought, ran a much improved race last time, stepping up to 1,400. That nobody's perfect form line goes in with Silver Arrow in the first, so it'll be interesting to see how she goes. Sort of try and compare. I thought Seattle Glow definitely taken a step up in a stride, so that must be a positive. And then Weekend Aspen also. Very nice debut effort, third. Things behind some of the boys in that race. So must respect that. There's been 5 runners from the form line, no winners. That's the only concern. But I thought she couldn't do much more in her debut. And I think from draw 3, Craig Zaki rejoining with Mr. Smith after the new season, I think that they should be also a tough one to beat. And then, yeah.
I put it up as my best bet, Weekend in Aspen. I think she ran against the boys She was 3 lengths behind Farfield Legends. Slow away that day. I think she would have learnt on her first start at the track. Yours has had 3 starts for 2 places. Has got better every time. I think he'll be fighting it out with number 9. Sharon does know how to bring a baby to the track first time. Just see if there's any follow through with Red Chai. He's an Eric the Red out of Demitas by Horse Chestnut. With the Horse Chestnut sire, you think he's going to stay further. I mean, but time will tell. They paid 400,000, which is quite a lot. And even there's a fire away in the race and a vision there. No money for them as of yet. Take cognizance if there is any money. But I think, again, it looks to be a straight shootout between the 2 runners. I've fallen on the one that you are not riding, number 9, Weekend in Aspen. Number 9 for the Dean Smith Yard, Craig Zaki on board, champion jockey from last season. I think every chance. And just to mention, for trifectas and quartets, number 1, also from the Smith Yard, a very, very well-bred son of Tip to win out of Varro Eagle and Free Eagle, overseas bred and red behind. Quite strong horses, US Ranger and Master Matota. And again, stepping up in trip, but been slow away every time. If jumps, must have a squeak. Moving on to race number 3. We have Play Soccer 6, 10, 13, Merit 74, rated 74 handicap, 1400 meters. The betting is Ridian 3-1, 7-2 Wait for Me, 5-1 Mio Destino and Real War, 7-1 Hoodwinked, 10-1 and Bet the rest. What have you riding, Kylie? Anything? Scratch number
lucky
2 and 3. 2 and 3 are scratch. You're riding for your dad at the bottom of the boards.
Yeah, nice competitive field. No sort of real standout in this race. Ridian has been quite consistent. Last run, just the only sort of over raced over this distance, which is a slight concern. But I think the pace will be on in this race. Drawn well. I think we have a smooth trip round. Then I like Real War. I thought his last 2 runs have been quite consistent behind Trouble Master. Craig Zaki aboard, must be a runner. And then Hoodwinked, I thought, it's been a year off and they slowly brought him on back. When last time was very great. I thought this will give him the horse a lot of confidence. And I think he can take a step forward from this. I think must be a player. And Mio Destiny also, he ran a much better race last time. But I'm not sure about the 40. I know he's won over the 40 as a maiden. His last run out of the maidens wasn't as encouraging. That was only a question mark with a bad draw. And then Space O also can throw in a nice run, but also at the same time can throw a few inconsistencies in his form. He must be in with a chance. Yeah, for that reason, I do like Hoodwinked, Real War, and Ridian.
I've put up Mio Destino as one of my each way bets. I just like the way that he's come on. He ran on nicely behind Travel Master. He did flop behind Valore and Mombo, but he wasn't fancied that day. One bet, even against T-Rex, he ran a shocker. But he has a course and distance win to his name. He does run on. So if there's a pace, I think he'll be closing. So the 11 draw is not an issue for me. I didn't think Hoodwinked, as you mentioned. There was money for him last time, and he won. He only beat El Romeochi, but he got up to get the money. And if he steps forward and continue his improvement, must be a runner. Real War, Craig Zaki for the Groovyard. Very close on the Travel Master form line with a couple of horses in the race. Give it a chance. The second favourite is the one I don't like. Wait for Me. I'm not sold on this Allegro horse. I think Bakubu rides now out of memory. I think
Yes,
just
correct.
check the Makubu rides. He gets 4 kilos. Did win over 1,200, then disappointed behind him, tiered. I think he's going to drift in the market. She's going to drift in the market, even with a 4-kilo claimer. Ridian, what price would Klainsey be in this race? You rode Klainsey to win. I mean, this horse was beaten a short head by Klainsey. I mean, I think he is the horse to beat. He is one of the horses to beat as well. I mean, I've got to forgive his last run behind. Blame it on me. Not fancied 1 hour out. It drifted from 3-1 all the way to 8-1. Over-raced, never put in the race at all. I mean, Green Planet's come out to win. Gorgeous Cape's done well as well. But I think for me, it's a 2.5 runner race. Ridian and the horse Mio Destino that I put up, and I'm expecting a better run from Hoodwinked as well to continue after his last win. That's how I see the race, Kylie.
Yeah.
Move on.
Concur.
And if Globe, and in the back end of Quartets and Trifectas, number 1, Globe Tonic on his old form, but he's getting a bit long in it, 8 years old now. We move on to race number 4, which is Tab 4 Racing App Classified Stakes over the mile, 1,600 meters. Betting is Ready for the Road from 18 to 10 into 12 to 10 already. One of the visitors from Cape Town for Justin Snaith. Silent Trigger, 33 to 10. Sliver of Sunshine, 4 to 1. 5 to 1 Star in Motion. 10s and better the rest. There are 3 scratchings. Numbers 1 Supreme Judge, 3 Half Moon Island, and number 4 Lucky Charm. I don't believe you have a ride, Jakaya.
No.
Things have changed. How did you see it?
Open field. I don't think there's a lot of depth. The Cape was ready for the road. Just while it's maiden. It's drawn well. Should be a positive. First time on the poly, always interesting. Yeah. What he could do last time was win. I think he brings fair form with a good draw. There must be a runner. Sunshine, Silver of Sunshine. I really like this horse. A negative is it's drawn 10, which isn't ideal.
Which is
But
drawn
he can,
7 now because of the 3
I
scratches.
was drawn 7. Sorry. So he's come in. I don't think he'll be too far off them. So he must be a runner. And then Silent Trigger is a little bit of an outside I like. Thought last time was a good effort, third behind Green Planet. On 1, got 54.5 on his back. Now he's an 8-year-old. I wouldn't be surprised if he can take the honours in this race. And then Run the World, I thought it's got a bit of an awkward draw, but I thought if it's given a bit of a chance, I think it could finish the race off. 2 lengths of Pyro Edition. I thought it was a good run last time. It hasn't been much winners, not the strongest of form lines that race, but I just thought in this field, if given a chance with 52, could be a bit of a roughie for the quartets. And then, yeah, that's the way I see it. And Star in Motion obviously must have a chance also.
I think you've only mentioned 6 of the 7. Not too bad, Carl. But that is the kind of race it is actually. I mean, it's a trap. It's a trappy 1,600. And if I had to narrow it down, I mean, they've all run together behind Green Planet. The money was for Sliver of Sunshine North Style, and he finished the furthest behind. Ready for the Road, I think, will lead and try and set it up for the rest. And probably the one, I thought it was between 6 and 7. That's what I made of the race. I thought it was the one that'll be leading for the Snaith Yard, Cabela on board, and Silent Trigger with Calvin Abib on board, in 1. I think he'll get the ideal posse and he'll be running on at the right time. Run of the World, Jason Gates is held on the weights from the last run on Green Planet, and the Pyro Edition not so good. So for me, I made it a straight shootout between Ready for the Road and Silent Trigger. Move on to probably one of the better races on the card, even though there are only 6 runners. It is the Memorial Mile. It's listed over a mile. We stay at the mile. The betting is it's coming out to 5 fields, 5 runners as Champion Warriors, now non-runner. 4 to 10 Zanovi, 18 to 10 the Visitor, Gold Gaboski, 12 to 1 Your Ride, Fire Alley, 14 to 1 Lancia Fiammi, Tenjuku, write your own ticket. You're on the third favourite for your dad. Is it not too sharp, even though he has a course and distance win over a mile?
Yeah, I think Zanovi will be hard to beat. He still faces the same field every time he runs, and so the weights never change. So he's been campaigned very well. He's got the course record. Yeah, drawn 2. He must be one of the bankers of the day. And then Fire Alley, I think this will be a prep for going up in trip. But I think he's drawn well. It's good form. 2 lengths off Mercantor, I think is a very good run. So he must be one of those that can hopefully give Zanovi a bit of a headache in the race. So he must be a runner. And then the only sort of unknown is Gold Gaboski to Zanovi. But I think obviously first time on the poly is always a question mark. Has fair form, but I think it will have to take a slight step up to beat Zanovi.
Not going to beat about the bush. I've always said Zanovi's one of the better horses in Port Elizabeth. I think it's 9 runners, 7 wins and 2/3. Went up to Joburg and beaten 6 lengths. I struggle to see Zenobi getting beat. I mean, a couple of these horses are well out at the weights. I mean, Lanzafiame must be sick and tired of seeing Zenobi's name. I mean, done nothing wrong but been beaten the last 4 times they've met. I think he could probably run into the trifectas and quartets. Firely, like you say, I think he's getting ready for something bigger, but has won over course and distance, and his form is solid. But he's held on the Zenobi form lines. And as you say, the unknown in the race is Gold Gaboski. Done nothing wrong of late. I mean, it's 4 wins so far, but it is the first one on the poly. Cabello on board and stepping up in trip. The furthest that he's been is 1400 metres. He ran. He beat a horse called Mente Manu, who came out and got beaten half a length yesterday at Kenilworth. So his form is positive, is solid. But I think we will see tomorrow how good Gold Gaboski is and how better Zenobi is.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's the race, really. I mean, I think take a 6-rank trifecta, Banker Zenobi with Fire Alley, Lancia Fiame, and Gold Gaboski, and hope for Gold Gaboski to go missing, doesn't stay or doesn't enjoy the poly. But
I think so.
we'll see tomorrow. Moving on to race number 6. Conditions played for fillies and mares over 1200 metres back to the sprint trip. Golden Palm 7 to 10 from 11 to 10. The Visitor Exceedingly Glam 6 to 1. Sorry, not the Visitor, an ex-Cape Town horse for Dean Smith. Exceedingly Glam 7 to 1 Insta Worthy, 8 to 1 Silver City, 10s and better the rest. Number 9 and number 11 Comic Relief, and Indiba Mayapuya Do Not Run. Kyle, you are. Did you pick up a ride?
No, not yet.
No, another one. Another race you. Come on, trainers. He's riding well. Keep his winning momentum going. What did you think, Kylie?
I think I'll see Golden Palm, class horse of the race, 3.5 lengths behind Quick Step Girl is very good. Coming off a bit of a break, a good starting point for her. But I think for her to only carry 60 against horses rated 80, I think it's her race to lose. She's never been on the poly, and it's her first run at the 1200 for a while. But I think her class will pull her through. You know, beating all systems go by 60. No.
She's never been over 1200.
No, that's the only thing. She won the Joburg Nursery. It's a 2-year-old last time of 1160. But yeah, that's probably the only question mark. But I'm sure Mr. Creef will have her ready enough to make her presence felt. Yeah. So she must be also massive runner. And then Exceedingly Glam, you saw fill in the places. I thought in a nice train of form as of late. Poly specialist, last 2 runs on the poly has been very good. She must be one to include in quartets. And then there's a little bit of a roughie. I just like a little bit of haze and smoke. I thought draw 1, 55 on his back. I like to see how this one goes. I know they liked her and she hasn't really performed as well as what they had thought. That's the way I see it. And Insta-worthy also as a nice roughie.
Yeah, it's a very interesting race. I mean, she's a class act in the race. I mean, but then we have 2 negatives against her. Never been on the poly, which I find quite strange. She's had 10 runs so far. I mean, she's never been on the poly. Does she not show it at home? I don't know, but I think she's a merit rated 112 against some of these lowly knockers as well. I mean, it's her race to lose. She's been campaigning over further. She's coming off a 132-day rest. I mean, the last time she had a rest, she beat Silver City by 10 lengths. I mean, she's come out and then every time she's only got beaten once from a rest when she got beaten by Hazy Daisy, and that was over 1600. 1200, she's won over 1250 in a 2-year career. I think Cliff had 5 winners it was Monday, 5 out of 8.
Yeah, he did.
So he's a stable in form, and it looks like another Alan Cliff benefit day. I mean, he's got a lot of shorties and a lot of good runners. I think she's going to take a power of beating. And even a lot of these horses that are campaigning against these horses and in this race haven't been over the trip. I mean, it's quite interesting. I mean, they all try and come in stepping down in trip. I mean, even Silver City has the best course of distance. 2 starts, 1 win, and 1/3. but he's held convincingly by number 1, Golden Palm. I think she'll be in the trifectas and quartets. And the Cape Town horse that's been here has had 3 runs, ex-Cape Town, seems to be loving the poly. A win, ran 5th on debut over 1,200 metres. Wasn't fancied that day, started 8-1. And then the next 2 times, bang, boom, bang, boom. She beat Japanese Garden, backed in from 6-1 into favourite. Then beat Claire Loon, backed in from 4-1 into 5-2 as well. And didn't forget really easily. So I think if Golden Paw fluffs her lines on the poly, or the 1,200's a bit too short now that she's got a bit old, I think it'll exceedingly glam will pick up the pieces. And I'm afraid I don't think there's too much depth in the race after that. Haze and Smoke, another one. I mean, has been over the distance once, unplaced, but has decent polyform for 2 wins and 3 places for great starts. But let's not continue. It looks between 1 and 3. If 1 fails, 2 and 3 could probably pick up the pieces, and that looks the race. Moving on to race 7, the Jockey Club Stakes, which is a listed event. The betting is Mr. Greef, 7-2, Enchanting Choice, 4-1 Heliotrope, 4-1 The Visitor from Cape Town, Beneath the Clouds from Michelle Ricks, Epicleros 5-1, 7-1 Homing Pigeon and Family Power, 8-1 Bequena, 16-1 Better the Rest, number 2 Beware the Bomb, does not run, and number 9 Green Eye is a scratching. You are riding Homing Pigeon for Alan Greef.
Yeah. Personally, I'll make this a 2-horse race. I think Epicleros and Enchanting Choice, nothing to split them on their last run. I think, between them, I would expect them, one of those two, to take the honours. Both drawn well. Got another dance form, splice the main race form lines. So they definitely are, I think, the strongest in the race. And then the others, Heliotrope, she's in a good vein of form. Yeah, she does have to, she's quite out at the weights, unfortunately, but I think she must be a runner. Beneath the Clouds, so nice Cape form, got to respect Cape Town form. Be interested to see how she goes on the poly. But yeah, and then that's the way I see it.
What did you say about Homing Pigeon? Sorry, I missed it. I was just plugging in my charger.
And then I said Homing Pigeon obviously got the same form line with Heliotrope. He's been beaten twice by her. Weights more in Heliotrope's favour this time. But yeah, I think if Homing Pigeon gets a better run round, she can hopefully turn the form around with Heliotrope.
You're not worried about the draw?
That is a concern. She's not the best, doesn't break the best, but hopefully we can get her out and get in a good posse. But yeah, but to me, I'll make it a 2-horse race between Enchanting Choice and Epicleros.
I put up an each way bet here. Thanks for not mentioning it. Number 6 Heliotrope. I just like, you did mention it, but I mean, not in your 2. No, I'm teasing. I just think her form on the poly's been decent. 4 runs, 2 places, and a third. 2 wins and a third. At the distance, she's 2 wins and 4 places from 8 runs. Course and distance winner. I don't think she got the best of runs last start behind Wild Fig. I mean, I think she's been winning well. And this 2,000 meters, I think, does suit. I was speaking to a friend of mine. He said, Enchanting Choice. I mean, her form is strong. I said, aren't you worried about the trip? I mean, he said she did win over 1,800, beating Family Plower, comes from Stallgate 1, so probably can get the run of the race. I mean, her course form is impeccable. 5 runs, 2 wins, 3 places. And she's been running against the strong horses of Mr. Cliff, of Allen. So, I mean, I think she has an outstanding chance. And you can see it's quite an open field, or competitive, put it that way, because there's a lot of horses in the bidding. The one that I wasn't really sold on is the Michelle Ricks trained Visitor from the Clouds, Beneath the Clouds. I know the Cape Town form is strong. First time at the track, didn't place first time over the trip. I don't think this is the strongest Cape Town form, and that's the one I'd be giving a miss. I thought Homing Pigeon did have a chance, but he's well held, and you are now drawn 10. Of the rest, there's one that I do like, but it looks to be like a 4th or 5th pick of the Greef runners. Bequena. I liked her debut in Quebec. mean, she ran just off them, running on nicely, a nice introduction to Kubacher. But again, she's drawn 11, and this might be getting her ready for something much stronger. Well, if you look at those runs behind Gerber, Warm Reception, Kieshouten, Little Miss Williams, those are solid Gauteng runs. And I just think she will come forward from this run. I want to put in notebook and to watch. I agree with you, chanting choice, but I put up Heliotrope. I just thought was a bit unlucky last time in running. And I think with a better trip this time, I think we'll go very, very close. And it's almost like a get your money back for free type of race.
Yeah.
Moving on to the lucky last. What did it feel like on riding the six in a row time winner for Mr. Griff last week on
I
Clancy?
just said it was
Were you ever worried?
how
Were you
lucky am
ever
I to
worried?
see. No, to be honest, I was just thankful he gave me the opportunity. But when I canted her down, I knew she's a class act on the poly. Yeah, just rode very simple, gave her a chance, and she travelled around, and she was always going to be the winner. Yeah, just grateful I got the chance, and
How
she's
many,
definitely affiliate on the up.
how many points do you think she'll get? She didn't win by too far.
No,
Be
no, no.
interesting.
But she's still had a lot in hand though, so I think
So
she
that
finds another
the
leg on.
handicapper might be listening. Shh.
No, she does.
She does well. Maybe 7, 8 in a row. Moving on to the
Yeah,
last, the next few race meeting Friday, the 21st of August, classified stakes. We stay at the 2,000 meters. The betting is the two visitors from Cape Town head the betting 16 to 10 Glen Almond, 7 to 2 Royal Influencer, 6 to 1 San Quintin. Another visitor, the third favourite, Crepusculo from Gauteng, 7 to 1, 12 to 1 and better the rest. Take out number 2 Blackberry Breeze and Global Speak. And you are riding for your dad, Flash Lightning. I'll give this one a
yeah,
chance. I think it'll be in the places. Yes. IFA.
yeah, yeah.
Last race. Let's see if we can just get through it.
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, Kylie, what do you think?
Perfect. Yeah, nice competitive field to end the race. Obviously, Royal Influencer, never gone the distance or be on the poly. So not drawn one, I think is the main positive. But I think we'll have to take a step up. Then Flashlight Riley, I think he ran a much better race last time. He's held by San Quintin. So I think San Quintin must be a runner. Run against Makachev, Wild Fig, and last time I thought what a very nice race. So I think he must be a runner. Then Almond, obviously, he's gone the distance. He's won his last two starts, so he's obviously a horse on the up and will enjoy the distance. Only question mark is being draw 12 first run on the poly, so I wouldn't be going all out on him. But I think he must be a runner. Then I thought, yeah, I think if some of the others sort of fluff their lines, I think where is it?
Will
I
you be giving
thought
Flash Lightning a hold up
actually,
ride like you normally do? Come from the tail again?
yeah, I definitely will. He can tend to over race, so he's one of those where you gotta switch him off, relax, and try and get a smooth trip around. I think it is hard for him with the weights to sort of turn the form around. But I think, in these races, anything can happen. Yeah, I think PE may take the honours over the Cape runners in this race.
Solden Royal Influencer stepping up in trip. Does get the plum draw. Might try and lead and set it up. Glen Ormond got the exact opposite, got draw 12. I mean, I've liked this horse since they've stepped him up in trip and one of my favourite horses of late. But I think it's a tough task. I thought San Quintin won 2 weeks ago. I can't remember Captain's horse stepping 2 in a row and so quick as well. I mean, but must have every chance. Crepusculo is one of the horses that you should be riding because he's a tough ride. You got to ride him from the outset, from one of your dad's horses. I mean,
Yeah,
he has staying full, but he can throw in a bad race. You know what I mean? And Flash
yeah,
Lightning, I think, will be, if there's enough pace, I hope there's something, it's because there's two horses I like, if there's a lot of pace. I like Flash Lightning and a horse at 25 to 1, Alardo's Pride. he also comes from the
Yeah.
clouds. He has the apprentice on board, and Disman will say, just let him run on, boy. Just let him run on. And
Yeah.
that's what he's going to be doing. If he doesn't run out of track, I think we'll be in the places. And I think, as you say, I think the PE boys might hold it against the Cape Town visitors. Out of the Cape Town lot, I like Glenalmond, San Quintin in a tough race, and my two roughies will Flash Lightning and Alada's Price. And it's, for me, a very difficult race to end the afternoon. Thank you once again, Kyle. Keep your winning streak going. You and your dad also. Your
Thank you
dad's
very
doing
much.
well.
Yeah.
He must
Fingers
be
crossed.
happy that you're there. Don't forget to get there early and go write some work. That's not going to happen tomorrow. But otherwise, you have a good day. Everyone stay safe and be lucky. And thanks for joining us once again. Cheers, buddy. Cheers, Kylie.
Thank you very much. Thank you.